Hey, hey, check me out real quick. You feel me? You feel me? Check me out real quick. Check me out real quick. Am I fly? Am I fly? Is it? Oh, I'm flashed over. Am I fly? Am I fly? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You see it. You see it. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Face cam reveal. We are here. We're live. Not gonna lie. I'm super excited for the content I'm finna kick out on this channel with the addition of the face cam. Another Need for Speed Heat video. I'm bringing y'all my breakdown of the 350Z Heritage. Manufactured by Nissan, of course. I will be giving a synopsis of the engine along with a few races for y'all to see how the car handles after I tailor it to my liking. So without further ado, so for today's video, I will be showing you guys how I built up the 370Z Heritage Edition 2019. I got it to a 400 plus after doing an engine swap, which I substituted out the stock engine for the 1239 horsepower 6.5 liter V12 engine. This engine gives it the most, I would say the most kick, It maximizes it to its full potential. It drops your 0 to 60 the lowest it can go before you start actually adding your Ultimate Plus parts. Like basically all the Ultimate Plus parts is solid, and then for the turbo I used a Ultimate turbocharger. I feel like for me that helped give it the best possible chance of it does enough to increase its horsepower, and it also does enough to increase the 0 to 60, which to me that matters the most. Like I wouldn't be able to come out of corners very fast, but it just varies. Super track suspension, obviously, that's kind of like my main go-to for most of my cars. I feel like that helps with performance. Elite brakes, of course. Race tires have definitely grown on me. I use it for my RX-7, but for this car I chose to use it as well because it gives it, like I said, the best performance output. I mean, I could also try drift tires on this to see how it will perform, because this car is not really based off acceleration. This car is just basically for handling. Originally I had a 7-speed on here, but I changed to a 6-speed for the gearbox. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I was driving with the 7-speed. Track differential, obviously, that's self-explanatory. Is it a track or showcase differential that's most likely going to do you justice? Repair kit, because we don't fuck with the cops. Let me stop for people think I'm really out here beefing with 12. Nitrous power, I feel like you need that. If you're gonna have nitrous, you need the nitrous power. That's gonna push your car ahead. Now I did choose the 15-pound tank, but I actually switched to the 5x3-pound tank because I just feel like I don't need that long ass duration on the NOS. I could just kick 2 and be up to the speed I need to get to, especially if it's, because most courses it's not just gonna give you 3 straightaways off rip. You may get like 1 to 2 and then you stuck with a turn. You in your NOS too soon or too early, your shit gonna be fucked up. So I really feel like that's kind of and I should make a video on that, like how to properly use your NOS, because I feel like people either use it too late or too soon, and that's how they get left, or that's how they fuck up on a turn. Because I know I did that yesterday during my stream on Twitch. I for sure hit the NOS at the wrong time and cost myself a race. I was ahead the entire race. I hit my NOS and I did something that I told myself I should never do, which is hit the e-brake. If you're gonna be a racer in this game and you pride yourself on drifting, I would recommend never using the e-brake. Do not use the e-brake unless it's a sharp ass turn that you have no choice but to use that to stop your momentum. If it's a turn that you could prepare for, like I think when I first dropped my R32 videos with the Skyline, I basically told y'all, if y'all are going to drift, let off the gas. That's it. And if you feel like you're still coming in too fast, give the brake a light tap. That way it can slow your car enough that it can slow down your car enough to be able to go into your drift. Because every time somebody goes into, how do I put this? Every time somebody goes into trying to do a drift, I feel like they try to go in at full speed, and you can't really do that if we're being honest. Trying to go in to a drift at full speed kind of fucks you up. So I feel like if you want to avoid that, let off the gas, then give the gas pedal a double tap, and you into your drift. For sharper drifts, let off the gas, hit the brake, and then give your gas pedal a light tap. Turn your car in the direction you want to go. Now off rip, the start to this race is pretty solid. Actually, no, I lied. The start to this race is pretty sloppy, because like you're gonna see, this first lap is like literally my first time trying to maneuver with this car, and I hate AI drivers. Like the CPU drivers race so fucking dirty, bro. I never seen no shit like it, bro. Like I know niggas will not be racing like this in real life. Niggas put hella bread into their cars, and you mean to tell me that niggas finna be ramming me like that? Like hell no. Hell, pause on that. But AI drivers just drive dirty as hell. Now, my second lap is where I'm going to start making my adjustments, because I learned off rip, with race tires, your car is not going to be built for drifting. So if you put race tires with this, like I have a track suspension, right? Cool. A track differential. I'm built strictly for the road. So I'm built to be able to make solid turns and not lose a lot of ground. If I try to drift, I lose a lot of speed. Trying to drift sacrifices a lot of speed, and damn near seems like it's stalling my engine. So I'm not really gaining nothing from drifting. So with this car, and I think in my last video I showed y'all the power of the FD, how it goes in the turns. Like I could literally just let off the gas and be able to go right into my turn at full speed and pick it back up. With this car, that's kind of the same case. Now I might try drift tires and just drop another video to show y'all the difference, but I feel like race tires might be the best for kicking out this car's performance. Now if I had a regular 350Z, which I'm gonna definitely customize and drop a video on, that car I'm gonna use drift tires for, because I feel like that car is tailored more so toward a drift type of build. This car is more so geared up towards a race type of build, but I don't like losing that much speed on my drifts trying to take corners. But I wasn't satisfied with the first run, so I definitely ran the race again, not gonna lie. Cause like, and that's another thing about me personally, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this game. Like I want to master driving multiple cars, so that way if people pull out whatever, I can come and compete. Now one thing I can say though, niggas is very pussy on Need for Speed Heat. I have to say it. Niggas is very pussy. Like it's a lot of pussy drivers out here. Excuse my French, but it's the best. That's the best way I could describe it, because people will pick a race that has hella straightaways, and it's easy to get behind a car that has a high ass acceleration, but you can stay with a car on a course that involves hella turns, because I feel like that's where the real driving takes place. Like any car could go fast on a straightaway, that's cool. If you have a max acceleration with a high ass horsepower too, like your car would damn near be unstoppable. That's why most people pull out the 911 Porsches and they use them on courses that got hella straightaways. Yesterday, people was damn near shaking their boots when I was racing with my Skyline, and they instantly wanted to go to races that had hella straightaways. My Skyline's max speed is a 234, but the acceleration is a 1.97. If I'm facing a Lance Evo, that hoe could get as low as, like, the Lance Evo that I just built. It has a 1.730 to 60. That's insane. That's insane. A good start off the line, accompanied by nitrous, which I'm really, and now that I'm thinking about it as I'm making this video, I use a 15-pound tank for that car, but with 5 3-pound tanks, I'd probably dust anybody with that car. The same with my Skyline, because like I said, even with the slow acceleration, if I could just kick, like if I could kick up my speed quickly with that NOS boost off the line, because most people would definitely spam their NOS as you come off the line automatically. So they're gonna create distance, and if it's a course that has straightaways, they have the advantage. No matter how fast your car is, it's not gonna catch up to a motherfucker that already had basically let's say a point zero, I lied, a 0.4 second start. That's kind of that's killing you. Not gonna lie, that's killing you. Like, it may not seem like much, but a 0.4 second head start over somebody, it's definitely killer, because no matter how fast they go, they're not gonna hawk. But when it comes to handling, I feel like I'm the best in the business right now. I can handle with the best of them. Now, I do need to get better. I need to do drift trials. I feel like that's how I'm going to improve my drifting overall. But when it comes to racing, I use my knowledge of drifting very well. And like I said, I'm always going to shout out Militia Gaming, because he gave me the blueprint on how to properly drift my car, how to find the right line. That way I'm not, I'm not over sliding too much, or I'm not making a dumbass turn that's costing me a race. As you can see with this race, this car gets up to a max speed. It can get up to a 235, 236, give or take. When it gets there, it's almost like the car is definitely redlining, but it's almost like the engine is kind of like sputtering, because it's trying to kick out the maximum power of that engine to keep that hoe going. So I mean, as I peeped this, I started letting off the gas a little bit. That way I could, like, let my engine breathe and then kick it back up, so it could shift into another gear, giving me another, slight jolt. But hell, in the open road, like I said, this car would definitely, I would do my thing in the open road with this car, but it's slow off the line. That's the only thing. So to make up for my slow starts, I have that 5 by 3-pound tank nitrous. That way it counteracts, the poor acceleration. Now, cars with good acceleration, it just gives it a boost. It pushes you towards that, max speed early on. Like, I raced the RX-7. The RX-7 was not good, to me at least. It wasn't good, but because motherfuckers was using their nitrous right off the line, and I wasn't, because I just felt like I could burn anybody off the line. Like, it just wasn't working. So, I go back to the drawing board with that. Even racing this car, I learned more things about my other cars that I need to do better. Best handling cars though that I have, if I'm gonna for drift, it would be the Skyline for sure, R32. I've yet to pull out my R34, because I don't know what type of driving style I need to use for it. I don't know what I need to switch. Like, it's like 1 or 2 tweaks I need to make to that car to make it handle how I want it to handle. And then my RX-7, that's just right up there with the Skyline. The acceleration is not the best, but it comes out of any corner or turn with a lot of kick. So it makes up. I guess you could say it makes up for its lack of acceleration with, and it's crazy because the horsepower isn't even over 1,000, but it still just accelerates out of each corner very fast. And I think it's because I don't sacrifice a lot of speed on each turn that I do with how that car handles on turns. That's really the logistics of everything when it comes to like my garage. Oh yeah, and I also forgot about the Lance Evo. The Lance Evo is definitely a monster as well. I just don't like racing it because I don't want to be that type of nigga. People will pull out Evos and 911 Porsches, so they can shit on somebody, and that's cool and all. You gonna drive the cars that's basically supposed to be OP in this game, but I feel like if you're a good racer, race with the classics, race with a Skyline or RX-7, shit like that. But people be too pussy nowadays. But I'm gonna have more content coming up this whole week. Well, there's only like 2 days left in the week, but you know what I mean. Like, stay tuned. We're here now. 2022, we going up. Face cam edition. This has been great. Phase 1 B Rose. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and next time we coming back with more bangers. You feel me?
Say she want designer. When we in the coupe and I'm flying. Money, cars, clothes, hoes, and all,